Okay, clear. So we are discussing the polymorphisms. Polymorphisms means having many forms. And some of the examples are given in the inbuilt functions. So you can see the length function. In the length function, you can pass the string. In the length function, you can pass the list as well. One common example is the addition operator. So in the addition operator, you can add two numbers, and also you can use this plus sign as in concatenation. So you can concatenate two strings. So in this example, I am concatenating a string 1 and then space. That space is again a string, and then string 2, that is Agrawal. So it is just again an example of polymorphism. Now we are creating our own function. Clear? So see in this example, I am creating a function and the function name is mul, and there are three parameters x, y and z. X, y and z. And if you remember this one z is you can say we have initialized this as a z is equals to 1. Clear? So what happened in this case, if you pass just two parameters, if you just call this function mul with two parameters 2 comma 3, so this x will become 2, this y will become 3, and z is automatically 1. If you call this function with three parameters 2, 3, 4, so in this case this z will become this 4. So this is again an example of polymorphism. Okay. There are many inbuilt function. If you learn some good libraries like NumPy, Panda, so you can see there are different functions available, and there are many parameters which are optional. So that means if you want to pass these parameters, you can pass. Otherwise, you can skip. So just like here as well, if you are not passing this z parameter, that means the third parameter, so by default it is having value 1. By default it is having value 1. Otherwise you can pass this parameters when you are calling this function. So this is just an example of simplest example you can see. Clear? This example is clear? Okay, if this is clear, then I will discuss the some terms used here. So polymorphism we will see in class methods. That means we will create the class, and inside the class we will create our method. Then we will see also use inheritance, and then we will see the polymorphism, and one more terminology that is use method overriding. Don't confuse, method overloading is different. Overloading is different. We are discussing overriding. The method overloading is different concept. Those who know other programming language, they might be familiar these two terms, overriding and overloading. Clear? So don't confuse overloading. Clear? So see, we can use the concept of a polymorphism while creating class methods. So we will see the examples how polymorphism work when we will create our class, and we will create our own methods. Okay. And what does method overloading means? It is an ability of any object-oriented programming language that allow a subclass. Do you remember yesterday we discussed inheritance? So that's why we are discussing in this sequence. In the inheritance, we used class B, and in the class B, we inherited class A. So base class, derived class. So this things is here. So allow a subclass or child class to provide a specific implementation of a method that is already provided one of its superclass. Okay, I will give you the explanation here. Suppose you are having this class A. Okay. So I will create some space, then I will. Okay, so suppose you are creating some class A. Clear? And then class B, this one. So we are talking about these things that we discussed yesterday. Okay? So allow a subclass or child class. That means here to provide a specific implementation of a method that is already provided one of its superclass. So suppose here you are having one method define f1, and here also you are having something that may correlate with this. We are talking about these things. Okay, so that is already provided one of its super class or parent class. So we will see with the example how it will work. Clear? So method overloading is related to these things. Okay. So when a method in a subclass, when a method in subclass has the same name, okay, same parameter or same signature and same return type as a method in its superclass, then the method in this subclass is said to be override. Okay, so I will show you the here. See, so we are using say we are using a method here as well. We are using the a method here as well. So this is just an example of overriding. Overriding, or you can say we are also using the polymorphism here. So the same function we are using. Clear? So I will show you this example in my notebook. Okay, so I'm starting the notebook. Okay, inheritance, we discussed this yesterday. Super we discussed, multiple, multi-level we discussed. Now from here. So this example I have shown you. This example I have shown you. Okay. This example I have shown you. Now this one. See, this is a class. You can see the base class. Okay. Person one, and this is again a second class. Okay. So we are having two different class. We are not using inheritance till now, and we are using two classes. Class one, sorry, person one, and second class is person two. Okay. I'm using the same function. I'm using the same function, or you can see the same method profession here and same method profession here. So how you will differentiate this? Any answer? How will you differentiate this? When I am supposed to call a method, so which one is called? This one will be called or this one will be called?
Sir, it is according to the class. If you write
Yes,
percent,
yes, it will according to the object instance that we create. Clear? So first I am creating P1 is equals to person one Rohit. So object instance of this class person one, this one, and then I am creating the object instance of the second class, that is P2. Okay. Now I am just using a for loop for I in P1, P2. So for I will become P1, then I will become P2. And then I am writing I dot profession. So I dot profession means P1 dot profession. So it P1 dot profession means this one, person one profession. So this will be called. Clear? So what it will be, it will print, I am self dot name what? Rohit. So I am Rohit, I am a teacher. Then it will call I dot P2. P2 means person to Rahul. So P2 means this person to this one. So it will print what? I am Rahul, I am a business person. Clear? Now some more example I will show you. Okay, so see there's some more example. This time we are using inheritance as well. Okay, so I'm starting from the easiest one. So just take a 1 minute break and just let me know. Do you have any questions till now? Any question? No? Okay, if you do not have any
Only
question,
last part. Last part.
uh, this one?
The last part. Class square.
Sorry, I do not
Class
understand.
class square.
Class?
Square. Last part. On this.
Okay,
Same
this
page.
I am discussing this one. Just a minute. Just a minute. I am discussing this one. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so this I am discussing. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, so see, we are having a class and class name is shape. Okay? And in this class, for this one is what? Just tell me. This is constructor. This is constructor. Clear? Now, one method I have created area method and doing nothing. Doing nothing. I am doing nothing here. I am doing nothing. Okay? Another method info. And in this, I am just returning this one. This is a string. Yeah. So returning a string. One more method here is that print name, or here I am printing the name that is passed here. Okay. So this is one a class, simple class constructor, a method. In this method, we are doing nothing area. Then info method. In the info method, we are just returning something, a string. And one more method print name, where I am printing the name. Okay. Now I'm creating a class square and bracket shape. So this is the drive class and this is the base class. This here. Okay, clear. Again here this is the constructor. Okay. And since we have inherited this class, so yesterday we discussed we need to use this class name dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore bracket self and any parameter if this class is having. So what does it mean? This name will become this square. This name will become this square. Clear? And now in this square, the length will become length. This length. Clear? Now area is self dot area into self dot area. Clear? So this I am again, you can say we are having the two methods. Method area is here, method area is here as well. And in this method we are doing nothing, and in this method we are returning the self dot length into self dot length. Clear? Now see, now one more method, the same method you can say info, that is here info and here info. Here I am returning a different string. Clear? Now you can see one more class I have created, class circle shape, class circle and in the bracket shape. Okay. Now this time my shape is what? Radius. Sorry, circle. My shape is circle. So I'm writing shape dot init underscore underscore init underscore underscore bracket self comma circle. So what does it means? This shape, this time this shape will become what? Circle. This name will become circle. Yes or no? If it is visible, I can zoom out and you can see the whole picture in a single page. It is visible? or I need to zoom in? Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it's
Yes,
visible.
sir, it's visible.
Okay. So see this one, what I'm talking about this. Okay. So now this will become this this name. Sorry, this name will become this circle, and in this circle this radius and this is radius. Clear? Again the same method info. Okay, area, now this time area is different. Area of the circle is pi r square, if you know. Okay. Now a bracket a is equals to square 4. What does it means? I'm talking about this class. Okay, this I'm talking about this class. Okay, so a is equals to square 4. So what does it means? This length is equals to 4. Length is equals to 4. And whenever you just write this a is equals to square 4, the shape square, so automatically shape will become square. Shape will become square. When you write this, the circle 7, so this radius will become 7, and this shape circle, that means the name will become this circle. Clear? Now whenever you are writing a dot area and then you are writing a dot info, so what will happen? It will print this area, then it will print this info, then it will print a dot print name. So you can see where is a dot print name. Is there any print name method available? No. So which one it will call? It will call this one. This one. Because we inherited this class. See, again, when we will write b dot area, b dot info, b dot area, b dot info. So this area, where is area? This is area, this is info. This will be called. Clear? Now, whenever you will write b dot print name, so again there is no print name in this class, so it will call this one, this one. Clear? You can say go ahead. So I will show you this in the notebook as well. Okay, see, so the same code I have written here, class shape, constructor, method area, doing nothing, info method, just printing something, print name, just printing this name, clear? Class square bracket shape constructor. Okay, so this length will become the length that we will pass when we will create the object instance. And this shape dot init underscore init self. So this name will become this square. See, now area, then info, for the same code for the circle as well. Okay, same code for the circle as well. And now we are printing this. A is equals to square 4. Was talking about this one. So a dot area. So 4. This 4. So a dot area. This one. Self dot length into self dot length. And length is how much? 4. So 4 into 16. 16 will be the output. After that, a dot info. So a dot info is square have all sides equal and all angles 90°. So this information will be printed. Okay. Now a dot print name. A dot print name. No, there is no print name. But we have inherited this shape. So in this shape you can have we have this print name. So this print name self dot name. And what is the name here? This name. And what name we
So
have
you're calling
passed?
me.
Sorry?
You're calling me right now.
No.
Name. You call stray name, I think.
Yeah, we are calling this print a dot print name. So we are calling this method print name. Clear?
Okay.
See, so now the same code is for the b dot area, b dot info, b dot print name. Okay. So just think once again and just let me know your doubts till now in this question or in this program. Any one of you? I can zoom out so you can see the whole code in a single. But it will now it is visible the whole code, but it is too small.
So we can enlarge in our screen.
Okay. Clear. So this is the whole code. Any question?
Not till now.
Okay. Okay. If this is fine, then this is your polymorphisms. Now we are discussing the next topic. So this is clear. Okay. Okay. So now the next topic is the encapsulation. Okay. So what do you think? What is encapsulation? The name itself tells encapsulation. Encapsulation is the packing of data and function that works on that data within a single object. So whatever we are doing here is just the encapsulation. Clear? So encapsulation is the packing of data and function that works on that data within a single object. Okay. Why we do this? We can hide the internal state of the object from outside. So we are creating a suppose class and we are creating an object instance of that class. And now every time whenever we need to access anything in the class, we will use just the object instance of that class. So we are hiding the internal state. Yes or no? We are hiding the internal state. In the program, if you remember, we have created class. Okay. So you just need to know what inside in the class. So you can use them, and that information is also hidden from the outside of the programmer. So this is just an example of encapsulation, or you can say the information hiding. There are many things are available in the Python as well that can provide you the privacy as well. When that means whether who can access your data, who cannot access your data. Clear. So we will see how the privacy will work. So in object, not only in the Python, in all the object oriented programming, like in C++ or in Java itself. So we can restrict access to methods and variable. We can restrict them. But as I feel C++ and Java have a different variety of restrictions as compared to the Python, because Python have so much variety, and if there is some restrictions, there are alternate to access them as well. But we will see how this works in our programming. That means we will learn concepts of a public. That means your information is public. We will learn the private, protected. So we will see according to the syllabus. Okay, so a class is an example of encapsulation. encapsulation. Someone tells you encapsulation, so our class is the most common example. Our class is an example of encapsulation because we have created class and we are just using the object instance of that class to access everything. So we have wrapped our code in a class. Clear? So now a class provides access to the attributes by methods. Class provides the access to its attributes by methods. Now, what are the access modifier? So there are three access modifier in object oriented programming, or you can say in the Python as well: public, protected, and private. Okay, so we will discuss in the code how public, how private and protected will work. Okay, so someone will ask you access modifier. There are three access modifier: public, private, and protected. Not only in Python, in C++ also. That is again an object-oriented programming. We are having three access modifier: public, private, and protected. Clear? This one is clear. Why we are using this access modifier? For the privacy purpose. For privacy. For privacy. Okay, this access modifier. Clear. So now the init method is a constructor we have already discussed and run as soon as an object instance of a class is created. So this we have already discussed. This is just an information. If you forgot, this is a constructor. Clear? And whenever we create an object instance of that class, the constructor will automatically call. Clear? So we will show you here as well. Suppose I am talking about this class. Okay, this is constructor here. Clear? And whenever I am writing this, a equals to this, what does it mean? It will automatically initiate this one. So this was again the same information that we discussed. Okay, so till now, any question? If there is no question, then we will discuss what is public, then what is protected, what is private. So any question?
No, sir.
Okay, no. So first access modifier is the public. No sequence doesn't matter. You can use protected, private. There is no sequence. So I just remember public, private, protected. So first is a public access modifier. Okay. So see the this is very important points that I have written. Okay. According to these points, the program will output of the program will depend on these. Okay. So the member of a class. Suppose we have created this class A. Inside this class, suppose you are having something like integers. Why I am writing integer. A is equals to something. Suppose you are having A, you are having length, something here, something here. So these are the members of the class. Okay. The members of a class that are declared public, are easily accessible from any part of the program. Okay. So those who are public, okay, okay, can are easily accessible from any part of the program. Okay. So suppose you have written a program. Program means your Python file .py file. Okay. So you have created a class. Okay. The member of the class that are declared public, okay, are easily accessible from any part of the program. So you, from the program you can access these things anywhere. Okay. Now all data members and members function of a class are public by default. So these are public by default. Okay. So we are whatever we have discussed till now, that were the public. Till now. We have not used private and protected anywhere till now. The object of the same class. the object of the same class is required to invoke a public method. So how we will access them? What we need to do? We need to create the object of the same class. Okay? So we need to create the object of the same class to invoke these public methods, like anything, method, members, whatever is there. We need to just create the object and we can just call them or we can access them. So till now what we have discussed, those were all about the public. Once again, I'm giving one example here. See, uh, now see. So here see, I'm creating a class name is person, a constructor, and a method. Three things. Okay. According to whenever we have created the object instance of the class, this constructor will be initiated. So this name will become what? Rahul. Clear? And this age will become 20. Okay. So this name will become name, that is Rahul. And so what these are the two attributes of the class, name and age. These are the two attributes of the class, name and age. Don't confuse me. Here I am writing name, here I am writing name. Here you can write anything. Here you can write A, here you can write B as well. Don't confuse. These are the parameter names and these are the attributes. So this means self dot name will become this A or this will become B. So don't confuse. Clear? So this name will become Rahul and age will become 20. Now I am having one method display age and I am printing this age. So age 20. Whenever we call this, not now, whenever we call this. Okay. Now I'm creating this object instance obj. I'm writing obj dot name. And then I'm writing this and this. You can see what will happen. According to you, what will happen? Okay, see here. According to you, the name is the Rahul. The name is the Rahul. Yes or no? And age is 20. Now what I did here, I have written obj dot name. What does it means? What does it means?
Sir, that you are calling the at name from that class.
Not
From your
calling. I am invoking, or you can say I am accessing. I am accessing. Okay, so I am accessing the name attribute of the class person. Name attribute of the class person, and now I am assigning this name as a Rohit. So instead of the Rahul, now the new name is the Rohit. New name is the Rohit. Clear? And then I am printing this name. Clear? And after that I am printing this age. Display age, displays, that means this one, this section of code. Clear? So what happened in this? You whenever you created the object instance of the class, so the name is Rahul. Now you have updated the name. Updated name. So you have updated the name as well. Okay, how you updated? The object of the same class is required to invoke a public method. Okay, so from the object of the same class, we access the attribute of the class and the method as well. Okay, so the program that we discussed till now, that were all about the public. Okay, now the next is the private. Okay, next is the private. This one is clear to all of you. This one is clear to all of you.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now see the private. Uh, the member of a class that are declared private are accessible within the class only. Okay? And private access modifier is the most secure access modifier. But you will see there are many things available to bypass this, but we are not discussing that. So the member of a class that are declared private are accessible within the class, and private access modifier is the most secure according to this. Okay, the data member of a class that are declared private, how we will declare private? By adding a double underscore symbol before the data member of that class. Okay. In other programming language, you have other way to define them as a private. I remember, I think in C++, we need to write this. And then after that, but in Python, if suppose I am having this length and I want to make it private. I want to make it private. What I will do? I will just write this underscore underscore. Clear? So you have, I think you have seen we have created whenever we use some inbuilt functions. So I think you have seen there are many things are also available in the inbuilt function methods that you have some private modifier as well. I can try to show you just a minute. Let me try. You can see these are underscore underscore. This you can see underscore underscore IIOH. So how to make it private? Just use this. Okay, just use this underscore underscore and the name. Suppose the name is length, you can use length. The name is anything, you can use that one. And for the same method as well. Okay, so what does it means here? This is a private and this is also a private. This is also a private. Yes. Underscore underscore function name. So this is again also private. Clear? Not minus. I am talking about underscore underscore. Clear? So this is private. Clear? So here we have tried to modify the value of s outside the class. So we will see. Now we will see this example. Now we will see this example. Not here. I will show you here as well. Public is okay. Okay, see this example. Okay. So here in this example, I'm creating a class. Class name is person. Okay. Constructor and self dot underscore underscore age is equals to 17. What does it means? Age is now age is private. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And self dot name is equals to Rohit. That means it is default. It is public by default. Okay. Now one method print info, it is public. Sorry, just a minute. Sorry.
So are you fine?
Yes. Yeah. So one method that is print info self. And in this, I'm printing age is. I'm just printing age and then I'm printing name. Then one more method, that is set is. In the set is, I'm just updating this age. I'm updating this age. Okay? And the display, this is private, and I'm displaying some information and display. I'm displaying something. I'm displaying this method as well. That means in this method, I am calling this method. I can show you from the arrow. See, what does it mean? This means self dot underscore underscore display. That means I'm calling this one. So whenever I will call this, it will call this. Clear? Okay, so this section is clear now. I create an instance of the class. C is equals to person. C is equals to person. So person is where? This is the person. This is the person. So whenever you have created the object instance of the class, that means this age will become 17 and this name will become Rohit. Okay. Now I have written this. C dot name is equals to Rohit Agrawal. And C dot underscore underscore age is equals to 21. Clear? Now just answer me what will happen. Just answer me what will happen. Answer me what will happen. And after that, I am writing C print info. And in the print info, I am printing the age and name. Just tell me what will be the output. Any one of you?
Sir, only name will be printed because age is private.
Okay, let's see. See, I am trying to update this age. I am trying to update this age. So this section of code will be executed or not. Initially, the age is 17. And I am trying to update this age. In the previous question, if you remember, we have updated the name because that was public. And now I am trying to update this age. So what will happen? Just answer me.
Sir, it will give an error, attribute error.
It will not give you the error, but it will not update the age. See the output here. 17 and okay, so this one first, sorry, this one. So this output will be the 17 and Rohit. Okay. After that, this output, this one, this output. So this output, according to this one, 21 and Rohit Agrawal should be there. Rohit Agrawal should be there, but not 21 because it is private. It is private, so it will not update this age. Will not update. Will not update. So it will remain 17. So it will remain 17. So I will show you the here as well. See here. I am talking about this. This first one is this C print info. C print info. This is the output. 17 and Rohit. Okay. After that, I have updated the name and age. So the new name is Rohit Agrawal and the new age is 21. I am trying to again print this information. But the age is still 17 and name has updated. Name has updated because name is public and age is private, so age is not updated. Clear?
Sir, what age is 21? It is showing that it is updated.
Here it is showing. I will tell you. I am talking about this one only.
Okay, sir.
I am talking about this one. Okay. That's why I told you at the start we are discussing private, but there are so many things available to access them as well. So this section of code is clear. Now we are using, I think here I have not written, but here I have written change name. Okay, I can discuss this as well. Okay. Okay, see. So one more thing I want to discuss that I have not written in my notes. See. So here I cannot update this age, but I can update this age using this way. Using this way. This is called name mangling. This is called name mangling. So if I want to update the age that is private, what I need to do, I need to use the object instance of the class dot underscore class name dot underscore class name dot underscore class name. Okay. Now after that, I am trying to print the information c dot print info. So it will give you the output 21 and Rohit. Okay. So that's why in the start of the discussion of the private, I told you, okay, there are many ways to do that as well. I will update this here. Okay. So this one is clear.
Yes.
Okay. So next I will discuss here. I will update the notes. Clear. So next, I think you might have a class. So we will discuss in the next class. Then, or if do you have 5 minutes time, we can discuss right now as well. Can we discuss right now or in the next class? The remaining section of code. Okay. If no response, then we will discuss in the next class. Okay, fine. Want to ask anything?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay.